If it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Rams and the Saints, and it comes your way next.
Well, first opened back in 1975, there's a look inside the iconic Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brett. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And he returns this to the 22. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their rookie QB, the young man out of Oregon.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want. But this guy, he is hard to corral.
5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Working out of the gun is Nix. That's caught left side. Myers with it. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1 yard pickup there on second. You talk about this Rams defense. They've certainly had their struggles against the run at the 30th ranked unit out of 32 teams in the NFL.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now it's Nix. Robinson's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
That's good for us.
Throwing Nix. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. The Saints had 5 and 6 to start play, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Off play action. Nix. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
They'll go for it. Here's Nix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. Here's Nix. Escaping the pressure right. Open man right side, Myers. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10. That's a great example right there to remind everyone of what a weapon he can be as a mobile quarterback, Charles. Nice play to escape the pocket and get his offense into the red zone with a 1st down.
And defensive coaches losing their mind on that play because they knew about his mobility coming in, and they preached all week long. If he gets outside the pocket, find receivers in your area and cover them. Otherwise, plays like that will continue to result.
Robinson will score. Touchdown, New Orleans. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Moody good with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it was Bijan Robinson who took it home with a touchdown run. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So now the Rams will get their first opportunity with a football. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move there couldn't buy him much space. From the 33, here's 2nd and 6. Herbert off of play action. Going to be caught downfield by Dotson. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, LA! Jahan Dotson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Robinson up the middle. Bust through the tackle. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Third and 2. Looking to throw. Nix. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
And this winds up a disaster, nowhere near the marker. Boy, a curious decision to go for it doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick 6.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
Now Moody for the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Powering his way forward. Now a hit and a loose football. Now the Rams offense getting the football back. And they dip. 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this group, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. An 8-yard gain, so that gets them halfway there. Now they're left with a 3rd and 8 more. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Going right back to Dodson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd and 4. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Back to throw here, Herbert. He shakes him off. Dancing to his left. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He didn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. And he's taken down here by the Saints. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Throw right side complete to Dodson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
Finding Smith and Jigba downfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll go play action with Nix. Rolling to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. To throw, here's Nix. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. And the Rams force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Well, a fake on the jet sweep as they run with Cook up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. We're starting to get near the home stretch of this NFL season. It's Week 13, so let's get an update on what's going on. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte, and the Panthers are out in front as they play the second quarter. Jonathan Brooks accounting for the lone scoring thus far as he's cashed in with a touchdown run. From there, we head over to Detroit, check on the Lions at home, Ford Field. And it was the visiting Chicago Bears who come away with the victory. Drake May, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. Finally, we're off to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they were losers in that one to the visiting LA Chargers. Dak Prescott, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. It was the former Longhorn Bijan Robinson who was tough to stop in that first half. Both teams going through their final halftime adjustments. We're about ready to get back to football. And to bring you the second half from the Superdome, let's go back to Brandon and Charles.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Jahan Dotson getting set for this next drive. Good day for him so far here in the third quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the third quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, it means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. Here's Herbert. Short throw to Disley. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. First target, first catch, and a first down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Here's Herbert. Catch made here by Campbell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Cook up the gut. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. Herbert changing things up. They'll look to throw now on first down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
He's got it over the middle to Jeff Swain. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Herbert. That is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The deuce is wild here. 2nd down and 2 with just about 2 minutes on the clock. Herbert now. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, the defense obviously could not have drawn up a better start to the second half. They're holding on to that slim lead, just looking for a stop. Not only do they get the stop, Charles, they get the pick six.
Another example that life comes at you fast, doesn't it? One play ago, they're defending a slim lead coming out of the break. Now they're one more stop away from thinking about a possible put-away drive.
Extra point try now for Moody. It's good, and it is now 21-7. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And you wonder, I mean, is it even possible, especially for the quarterback, to mentally reset after that quick of a turnaround?
Well, we're certainly going to find out, aren't we? Because that play will stay in your mind, but somehow you have to compartmentalize. Put it aside, pick yourself up, and get moving in the right direction.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. From the 36, Herbert. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. From the 46, here's a second down and 4. Now Cook running right. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the fourth and final quarter. This offense so far on third down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. Operating from the gun. Herbert. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. Touchdown, LA. Will Disley, 49 yards. And the Rams have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
As we prepare for these games, we've noticed offensive coordinators have had an expanded playbook on 2-point conversion tries because they never know when they may have to use it during a game.
But that also means the defense probably has more for these situations too, right?
No doubt about it. I think for the most part, defenses will be aggressive on 2-point tries. They want to get after the offense and make them force the issue.
And here the defense wins. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. Again, it's Robinson. Fights off the defender. Down the left sideline. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 52 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And he's got Smith-Njigba. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there at 22. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Nix to the air. Going right back to Smith-Njigba. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Jackson Smith-Njigba from 13 yards out. And the Saints look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, Herbert.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Complete, it's Dodson. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Operating from the gun, Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Herbert back to the air. Short throw to Disley. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is, but that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers, literally and figuratively.
Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he is going to have the Rams 1st down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Campbell making the catch. 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. Herbert gonna throw. That's complete, right around the 8. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Oh, this is blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. But the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Rams are going to get it back here just past the 35. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Herbert. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, this defense, Charles, we know how good they are, but they've been beat a couple of times in this game. However, they got the latest laugh.
And how about the way they hung in there? Because you're exactly right. They're not used to being dented as they've been so far in this game. But what they just did there with that pick 6, That's the equivalent of what was happening to them. They're throwing touchdown passes against them. Okay, we'll take one back against you.
Moody good with the extra point. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And this group has suffered far too many self-inflicted wounds thus far as we run through some of the mistakes. It's darn near impossible to win in this league when you're turning the ball over at the frequency that they have.
Looked like they were set up defensively in a zone coverage, but somehow they found a seam because that receiver all alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
Herbert. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And Dotson, he's got it. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Now Herbert. To the right side and caught by Dell. 2nd and 6 coming up. Throwing Herbert. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Herbert to throw. And now another one thrown incomplete. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. They snap it to Herbert. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
2nd and 10. Here's Nix. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. He'll buy some time right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll go play action with Nix. This is caught. Touchdown, Saints. Jacoby Myers, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency. Because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And just shutting him off there. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Saints, the win gets them back to 500 at 6-6 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for L.A., it was a win they needed to turn the season.